Hello everybody, this is take two. It seems like when I hold my phone to record, if I touch the edge of the screen, it makes that screen come down where it has all your volume and your Wi-Fi and all that, those things. It comes down. So I had to erase that video because it kept coming down. So I have you on a tripod now, which is a little more difficult when moving around, but at least it's not, my finger's not going to turn on that thing to swipe down. Anyways, here we are, another episode. All right, this is a garden tour. On the bottom there, I have my azalea. That's the, what is it, a florist variety or greenhouse variety or whatever. It's a little version. And then I got my pansies I planted. And then over here, I've got the two blue pots is my geranium. The little green pot is my mini rose that I got for Mother's Day. The two pink ones, the one on the right is Calendula. The one on the left is supposed to be snapdragon. I'm not sure if they're coming back. I don't even know if they're, I think Calendula is a perennial, but I don't know about the snapdragon. But that's yet to be determined. The purple pot is my lavender, and then I inverted a pot to one pot, that green one, the double one in the back. The reason why I did that is I have the, what do you call it? I know what the name is, but I never pronounce it right. Fuchsia? No, fuchsia, whatever. It that one, you know which one I mean. It's the nice bell, kind of like a, not a bell flower, but like it has the outer layer and then the inner layer, and it's, this one is pink and purple. You can also get dark pink, light pink. Anyways, as it grows and it starts draping, it's a hanging plant. Then you will see. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Fuchsia. Anyways, and then I have the Dracaena that I started from seed that actually worked this year. I have one of those in the middle, so it'll go up, and then the one on either side, the fuchsia, will hang down, which is why I doubled up the pot. All right, so now we'll move on. So we're back over here to the raspberries. And this one is still growing, but there's a lot of weeds. The other day when I was sitting inside, I was thinking, maybe every time I add some manure and some nutrients and all that, well, the manure takes space. Maybe I shouldn't have been adding so much manure. Maybe it's built up to the point where it's smothering the crown. I don't know if raspberries are sensitive to the crown being covered by soil. So I'm thinking of removing some soil around the outside on the back half, like going around. And then when I hose it down, aim for the sticks in the middle. And if it is a crown issue, it should start coming up once I expose it. I'm hoping. If not, I may just dump the whole thing, take the one that's alive, and put it along the old fence on the lane side. Because there's a raspberry that came up over there. I don't know how I didn't put it there, but anyways. But this one is still as beautiful as ever. Also, it could be that it's not getting enough sun. It gets morning sun here, but it does it like by what, 2, 3 o'clock? Or 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, it doesn't get sun anymore. It starts, the house is starting to shelter it. So maybe it's just not getting enough sun, because this guy's doing great. Like, look at this. And I do the same on both of them. So I'm thinking it might be more a sun issue. I have not checked this one yet. This is the one that's the sticks for a cherry tree. I don't know. I'll have to dig it up eventually. These guys I have to plant in the soil. I haven't done that yet. And then this one is the 4 o'clocks. They're starting to come up. I'll probably wait a couple more days because these grow pretty quick. So 2-3 days and I should be able to take the tool off. And then over here, this is supposed to be the rhubarb. But I'm wondering if maybe I buried it. Like there's a right side and a wrong side of the tuber that they sent me. So I think it's a tuber. I'm wondering if I maybe buried it upside down. But I've had things like that before, and usually I know the difference. So I don't know. I guess it's a wait and see. Maybe it just needs more time. So there is my chamomile. Look at that. It's starting to fill in. And it, like right now, it's not getting sun, and it's not going to get sun until probably about between 1 and 2. Probably, yeah. Where's the sun right now? Yeah, probably about 1 o'clock it'll get sun. And then here's all the mints. In the front is all the mint. I did start some myself. That one, I think there is a mojito mint coming up. It's just taking time, that's all. And then in those planting beds, hold on. So in those planting beds, looks like some of it's coming up, but I don't know. What did I say? It was poppies. Oh, now I forgot what was planted. I have to go look at an earlier video. I know the first one is a poppy. This one's probably the forget-me-not. Maybe. And then calendula? No. Oh my God, I can't remember. Baby's breath. No, because baby's breath is over there. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to go look at an earlier video. I'm sure you guys will tell me. You're paying attention. Anyways, we're going to move on to this one. This is the baby's breath. But it doesn't look like baby's breath is the only thing in there, does it? I guess we're going to have to wait and see. I know some of them are weeds, so I'll pull those. But, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of other stuff in there, too. And then my water fountain. I ended up, that clay pot that's in it, I ended up inverting it because yeah, the water was going in the pot, and I guess that was what the pump was pushing up all around the outside, like the inside of the bowl, but on the bowl all the way around it was going yellow already. I'm thinking maybe pollen. But I had to take it apart and clean it. And then I was thinking, let me try inverting the pot. Because I did cut down the straw previously. So it does work. And that way the birds can sit on the side of the bowl and drink. Or they could stand on the solar panel and kind of flap their wings and get some water to give themselves a little shower. And it's not splashing out, the water's staying in. I just want to see if this way, because the water now runs to the outside of the clay pot, not in the clay pot. And so I want to see if it will last longer before I have to clean it for the yellow, because some of the water will go moldy, like not moldy, but like, go bad. So I do replenish it every time I water it. like water the garden. And so I'm hoping it'll last longer. Birds seem to like it though. And of course, if you look up at the bird feeders, they do need to be replenished. Where are they? I can never, oh yeah, there they are. You have all three of them right there. So you can tell which one they're not too crazy about, the right one. The other two they seem to like. So I'm thinking of maybe getting another one or two, hanging them up. But yeah, 2 days, 2.5 feeders are empty. I have to do that after I finish recording. Okay, now moving on. Where's the sun? I don't want the sun to glare in the camera. So I am going to go over this way. Oops. Oh, I need that on there. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to have you over here. All right, so that should be either baby's breath or forget-me-nots, because that's what I had in the 4 square brown pots last year. 2 of them were forget-me-nots, 2 of them were baby's breath. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, so then here I already planted the broccoli, the onion chives, the garlic chives, and down there is the pak choi. I decided which herbs are going to go in these 3 white ones, which I just need to, like dump it, enrich the soil, whatever, get rid of any growth from last year. You know what, my routine. And so then I can plant them in there, and those will be those 3 herbs, which are rosemary, parsley, and sage. And I believe it's the onion and garlic, and then sage. I think it's that one. I'll have to look it up again. Either the sage or rosemary, and then the onion and garlic is supposed to help with the cabbage worms and cabbage flies for the broccoli and the pak choi. They're supposed to help so they don't come around. I also have tulle on those 2, and I will probably leave tulle on it for a good portion until it's like pushing against the tulle. You can see the soil is pretty low. It's the same on the other one. So then you don't want to open it up until they're bigger, or until even if you can keep it covered. Like I might put sticks in the 4 corners and then put 2 pieces of tulle so it can grow bigger, but it's still covered so we don't get those cabbage worms and cabbage moths. But anyways, that's another project for another day. All right, then we got the island. So what did I do with the island? Geez, I did this stuff yesterday. You think I can remember? Okay, so we got this green tote and that green tote is 2 different varieties of leek. That blue one has celery. Okay, so those 2 have carrots. I didn't label what this one was. Basically, I wanted to have this island for my soup stuff. So I didn't do onion and garlic. I have the chives, and that's more for salad or something like that. So carrots, leek, celery, all goes in soup. What did I put in there? Oh, I think it's the green onions, which I can use in soup. It's the bunching onions. The shallots, I think they're called. And then, of course, my borage is in the middle, right there. That's borage. And then that one's another flower. I think it's a zinnia. Now, that zinnia, there's 2 different varieties in there. One grows to 3 feet and one grows to 2 feet. So the 2-foot one is in the front, like on the right of this photo. Um, I don't know if they grow that big. Is that pot going to be big enough? It's 12 inches deep, but I don't know. I may have to put a stick. But that's, again, another day project. Okay, those 4 nice colorful totes are my squash. Yellow, pink, blue, and green. Every year my squash goes in there. Every year I enrich the soil. And they grow like crazy. I have 6 different varieties in those 4 totes. I got the green, the midnight, and 2 variety of yellow. And then I have the round one, the cue ball, the 8-ball, cue ball. I don't know. The one is light green to white, one is yellow, and one is green. So I have all 3 of them. And those are the ones I plant in those totes. And then I do plant extra seeds. So if some don't come up, or for some reason the tool comes off and the bird gets one, or the squirrel, I've got extra. So those are all planted up. I just got to water everything every morning. Now those buckets, the ones on the platform have been enriched. I got one more Home Depot bucket in by the, well, what's left of that tree. Here, let's move over there. Actually, we're going to go around this way because I also want to show you this area. So there's my lilac. It's definitely coming back. It survived the moving and the transport and the neglect. So it's off and running. My little water fountain there for the bees and the wasps and all the insects. And then there, I still don't know, right here, you can see, where is it? There's the concrete. Where's the concrete? There's the concrete. Oh, you don't even have it in picture. Oh, there it is. That is the lily of the valley. So I know that survived. And then there's a lot of grass and dandelions, which I have to clean up. Once I'm done all the containers, I'll do that. But look, there's nothing coming up. Oh, maybe. Okay, white stick. Where's that white stick? Okay, right around here somewhere. Cross stick there. So it's in here. There is some greenery coming up. Oh no, it's right at the end of the 2 sticks above the cross. So right there, it looks like something's coming up there. And then if you look over at that clump, it looks like some stuff coming up there. So maybe they're just taking time. And then, of course, the ones I have on the bench. Where's my bench? There's my bench. Those are the ones that are already in the ground. I did another planting because I still had some seeds this year, because once they come up from the ground, I wanted to add more to it so they're nice, thick, and bushy. And also, in case something doesn't come up, I've got backup, right? Because last year they came up, but I didn't get any flowers. So this year, if they don't come up, I've got backup. And then here's that raspberry I was saying. See that? That right there? How did that get there? I didn't put it there. It's a raspberry. So the squirrel or bird must have brought some raspberry. I'm thinking either the squirrel tried to bury a raspberry, or the birds pooped out after eating the raspberry, because they can poop out the seeds, and so when they fly and poop, they drop seeds all over the place, and that's why you get things growing in places you're not supposed to. And I'm thinking it was either the bird or the squirrel. because I didn't put that there. That wasn't there last year. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe that one raspberry that's struggling, maybe I'll put it in this area here. The only thing is raspberries spread. They shoot up from roots. And then I'm going to lose my little flower bed here of perennials. I don't know. You should tell me what you think I should do. Should I plant the other raspberry here? Or should I leave it a perennial flower bed? I so want a perennial flower bed. I'm hoping if I remove some of the soil and hose down the crown, that the other one will come back. Anyways, and then everything here. Oh, is that another raspberry over there? Uh-oh. Mr. Squirrel. Hold on. I'm just turning this thing around. Sorry to make you dizzy. It's just I like the handle of the tripod on my right. Okay. Where is it? Right there. Looks like another raspberry. Is that a sign I should put my raspberries here? I'm gonna wait till that one gets a little bigger. But it's definitely looking like raspberry. If you look at the leaf, mind you, on the other side of the fence, right in that spot, there is a tree growing. Could be that tree too, shooting up another. Anyway, so there's that. And there's that. And so now the sun's behind us. So I can show you this side. So there are the buckets. And this tote here, this blue one, has the perlite and the peat moss in it. And there's my boyfriend's wagon that I use every spring to mix up the soil. I'll dump the bucket in there. Well, you saw the routine. I put soil in, old soil in there, and then I enrich it, and then I put it back in. So I'm just about done the buckets. Like I said, I have one more Home Depot one here, but you can see how badly cracked it is. I don't know if it's going to survive. What I may have to do with that one is when I go to dump it and then fill it, if the crack gets worse, I might take a circular saw or a jigsaw and cut right below the rim there, and then it'll be a smaller bucket, but that's fine. I can still use it for another year or two. But I don't know, it may be so brittle at this point. That's one of the ones, and the majority of these I got from somebody on Facebook Marketplace, along with all the big black pots for really inexpensive. I think it was like $25 or something. So it lasted last year. He probably had them for a while because I see, like the yellow one here, you can see there's a notch out of, where's my finger? Right there. There's a notch out of the side of it. Like, they're probably old. But that's okay. I have no problem with that. Just use them until they don't work anymore, and then I toss it, and I have enough in the garden that I can move stuff around, and yeah. Anyway, so these are going to be all the peppers and the eggplant. So I'm going to have the 3 hot peppers, and then there's going to be all the bell peppers, and then I'll probably have 3, the white, the yellow, and that orange is going to be the eggplant, and then 2, 4, 5 will be bell peppers, and then 3 will be the hot peppers. So that's what this whole side is going to be, all these buckets. And then you can see there on the stairs is my herbs. Let me take you up there. There's some more herbs. We got stevia, basil, oregano, And then on the other side is lemon balm, another variety of basil, and summer savory, which is going to go in those 6 pots on the sides. And then down the middle is going to be lettuces. And then the 2 brown ones on the bottom is going to be spinach. Now, I know you're probably thinking it's kind of late in the season, but I have grown, not so much the spinach, but the lettuce. I have grown it all summer. As long as you don't let it get too much sun and it's in an open space where there is breeze and airflow. Plus, right now, our weather, when it rains, it gets really, like the temperature drops, it gets really cool. The other night, last night was 10 degrees. I think it was the night before that, it was 9 degrees. We've had in the last month still 9 and 10 degrees at night. So it should be fine. Like I said, I have grown through most of summer lettuces, as long as I'm careful in where I put it. Like, you don't put it in the full sun. And I do have varieties that don't bolt or are slow to bolt, including my spinach. They're slow to bolt, but they do bolt before the lettuce. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? And then in that black one on the white chair, I started filling it with soil. I'm going to put, what was I going to put in that one? Can't remember. Yeah, don't know. You'll see it on my next garden tour. And then on that table is some more seedlings that are ready to be planted. There's coneflower. What else is there? Let me see. Okay, white geranium, red geranium, which I already have 4 red ones on the deck. Cornflower. And what's that one? Milkweed. The butterfly milkweed. And this is the annual one. I also have a perennial variety. Yep. And of course, over there my sink is a mess because I am working right now on the garden. I still have all that to clean up. And oh, there's Mr. Peanut. Do you see Mr. Peanut? Hi. Hi, Mr. Peanut. Hello, my sweet. Hello. Oh, he's running off. Mr. Peanut. Nope, he's a hopping along the fence, looking for food. Oh, you got to see him again. It's the second time I got to record him. But anyway, so there you go. And then, of course, this part I have not done yet. This is the last area I'm going to be doing, which technically those long brown boxes, I should have them already done and planted, because that's where my radishes go every year. And yeah, so I might not, I'm still going to plant them, but you live, you learn, you try different things. If I plant them now and it gets hot and they don't work out, I'll know for next time. It's all trial and error, right? And then those 2 blue round half barrels and the beige container, those are the beans and the cucumbers, and I am not doing them yet. With 9 and 10 degrees at night, I giving myself some more time. We're only May 24th. Oh my God. You know what I realized yesterday? I was panicking, thinking, oh my God, it's soon the end of May, a couple more days, and I don't have this stuff done, and oh my God, my stuff in the garden won't have enough time to mature and produce. Oh my, major panic. And then halfway through the day, I sit down to take a break because my back was hurting. And I looked at my phone. It's only May 23rd. It was only May 23rd yesterday. And I'm like, what? The May long weekend came early. It should have been this coming weekend, but it was early, I guess, because of the way the weekend, like there were so many weekends in a month. You know how some months when you get paid every 2 weeks, some months you get 3 pays. It all depends on where the days land. And so I guess this year it was, Victoria Day ended up, I think it's Victoria Day is always the third Monday of the month, or the fourth Monday, third Monday. Anyways, it's a certain amount of Mondays into the month. And so that's what creates our May long weekend. So it came early. Oh my God, I was so panicking, so worried. I'm not going to have it done. I still got another, well, until the weekend. What are we today? Wednesday. Because yesterday was the 23rd, was Tuesday. So today's Wednesday, the 24th. So I still have another week. So, but it's good I had a panic day because I got a lot done. But yeah, our May long weekend came early this year. So I still have those 2 blue containers and the beige one. And then here are the peas. Like, look at this. The peas are just now coming up. And that was the first thing I planted like a month ago. Look at that. They're finally coming up. Go figure, eh? And peas should be one of the first ones to come up. No, it's taken this long. So it was not happy with the weather until now. And then I planted on this chair because this chair is old and brittle. And yes, you can wash it and paint it. It'll last longer. But I figure, you know what? It doesn't hurt to have a few chairs with plant pots in the garden. And that way I don't have to bend down as much. And it looks nice. Like, okay, I didn't clean the chair. I probably should clean the chair, but you know what I mean? It'll look nice when it's full of flowers and you have a chair. And it's like at eye view. When you sit in the garden, it's at eye level. And then you have some at a lower level. And then you have some at a higher level. Because if you look up, you see there's my table of those flowers. So you look up, you see those. And then you look at eye level, you see these. And then when you look downwards, there are those. And those are actually 2 levels also. So it's nice to have, you know what I mean? And then over there, the white half barrel right there, that one is the 4 o'clocks, which grow really tall. So that's going to be the backdrop for the strawberries. So yeah, I like the way it's ending up. But I still got some work to do. And when I get it all done, I will do another video and show you the end results. And some of the stuff I've planted will then start getting bigger and bigger, and you'll see it grow. And the bird sanctuary, maybe we can catch, excuse me, ooh, I'm burping. Maybe we can catch some more of those birds, because we love watching those birds. All right, well, 34 minutes, you know how I can talk. All right, I'll see you on the next one. And remember, do what makes you happy. Everything else will fall into place. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.